The third process in risk management knowledge area is perform qualitative risk analysis. All right, in identify risk process, you have identified the potential risk in the project. It will be a long list. Do you think that all the risks need at the same level of attention? Recall our initial discussion about stakeholders. Different stakeholders need different kind of attention, right? Similarly, not all the risks will carry equal weightage. It will be too expensive to analyze every single risk that are identified and plan for a risk response. You need to analyze the risk, including their probability and potential impact on the project, so that you can plan a risk response only for those high risks. That's what you do in perform qualitative risk analysis. Let's look at the definition. Perform qualitative risk analysis is the process of prioritizing individual project risk for further analysis or action by assessing their probability of occurrence and the impact they will create on the project. Qualitative risk analysis is a subjective analysis, meaning varies depends on individual's perspective. The risk on this list may then be further analyzed in the perform quantitative risk analysis process, or they may move into the next process, plan risk response. Key benefits. At the end of this process, you will prioritize the risk that needs high focus. Let's quickly understand about risk assessment. The project team and the stakeholders make this assessment based on their perception and experience in the past. The probability of each risk occurring is rated using a standard scale, the common scale such as 1 to 10, where 1 is low and 10 is high. The impact, that is the amount of positive or negative consequence of each risk, also rated using the common scale such as 1 to 10, where 1 is low and 10 is high. Multiply the probability and impact to arrive the impact of that individual risk. Since this assessment is based on perception and experience, there can be bias. Since it's a qualitative method, the weightage can vary between person to person. So, attention should be paid to identify those bias and correct them. Just like in brainstorming session, a facilitator can be appointed to guide the session. During this process, a risk owner will be identified along with appropriate risk response. In fact, qualitative risk analysis is the foundation for quantitative risk analysis. Keep in mind that this process is repeated as new risks are uncovered throughout the project. So, this process is performed naturally throughout the project. All right, that wraps up the overview. Let's move to the ITTOs.